Cheers, guys. Got my painted boxes here. One of these days I'll video a thing about painting my boxes black and white ombre. Just waiting for them to dry. Constantly working on boxes. That's my favorite. Okay, so I just wanted to show you some of these papers that I have. I highly doubt that this is going to work very well. This is very old school paper, but I always do try because I know that's a paper that a lot of people have. Then I have this one. These are actually getting ridiculously expensive. But it's a marker and watercolor paper, and it's not bad. It's quite annoying that they're marking up these papers so much. And then this is the one, which is a sketchbook paper. And I really haven't been using it that much, I think. This might be the one. I might not have it, actually. It actually doesn't look bad in this light, but I have a book that has a bluish white. But this would be, let's see what the size is on here. 22.8 centimeters by 30.4 centimeters. So this would be the size that you want if you're going to make a journal. Okay, so that's 9 inches. Just go to the perforation by 12. This is the size you want to make a quick journal. So what you can do, so you could take it out. This is not my favorite. I always have to say this is not my favorite spine of these books. Because we can fold this in half. Come on. And you've got your signature right there. So this is a ready-made signature out of those pages, okay? And it is slightly bigger. No, it's almost exactly the same as this one. So I have to be careful on putting my designs on here. And these as well. This is the problem with these ones. So if you try to make a signature, it's going to be very narrow. And I do see some really cool, narrow, tall ones. But I think what you would have to do is do it this way. And to even work on this one, I think what I would do is glue 2 pages together. I think that's the only way that you can work on these. They're so flimsy. And usually when you get them, you get hundreds anyway, so it's okay just to take a couple. And if you line this up, you should still be able to get it into your binder. Okay, so we've got it up on this side. Come on. So now that paper is a little bit more substantial. And I think we can stencil on that. It's a little bit better. Don't give up on this paper. If this is the paper you've got, double it up and it's totally doable, okay? It's totally doable. I'm telling you, it is so dry here. It's still hot. It's very warm even at night. So everything dries instantaneously around here. Instantaneous drying time. Okay, double-sided tape will seep through this paper especially. So even though I have double-sided tape, if I use double-sided tape on this, it would seep through. Why am I shaking so much? Some days are shaky, shaky, some days aren't. Let's try to get a better grip on there. There you go. Like I really, really, really like double-sided tape. But I did a journal just over a year ago, and when I pulled it out to take a look at it, you can see the double-sided tape through the paper. So there must be something in the glue that makes that happen. So anyways, enough of fiddling with that. Sorry about that, got carried away. Yeah, so I'm trying to finish up this double-sided tape that I have, because it's probably going to be not nice to the paper in a very short period of time. So I've got that one, I've got that one, and what else do I have? Oh, I had this one. This one will just make it slightly smaller. Or maybe this looks like the white that looks blue. And this one's actually not that thick either. So how I keep my supplies is I have one large box, probably 2 by 1, and another large box by 3 by 1. And one holds all of my papers, and the other one holds all of my books. Yeah, those are the same size. How cool is that? I wonder if I can get a lined paper too. So it's cool to have a selection of different papers. So I kind of mangled these. Ooh, I have a signature there. I could make a journal out of that one. This one's, yeah, actually I have 2 journals here, but I have a single one, so it's used up. What you do is you do actually see people folding these this way into their journal, because the other way it's going to be way too narrow, right? So this could go into the journal, right? And this could go into the journal. I'll just go ahead and do it this way. And then I think we need to add some, keep adding various papers. When I see I'm putting something under the weight, sometimes I'm putting it under this weight. Let me remove this. Craziness. I should have some that's almost cut out. I think I paid $5 for this. I try to give stuff away, but we are blessed with encyclopedia words. And I haven't gotten in and taken special words out and stuff. I keep thinking I'm going to do that, but I think the other thing I have here is my cat journal, which I love, 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 love. I could take a page out of that. This is really, when you think about quality paper, this cat journal is the best quality that I have. It was made in the 1970s, and it's a cat service manual for those great big machine cats. And I have a huge manual of that as well. So the way that I would put this in is I would cut it down or tear it down, either way. Let's just do it in the center. Tear it or cut it whichever way you want. See if I can tear it. I love this paper. The fibers are so tight on it. They're not loose like the other pages that I get. Alright, so we have a couple of pages of those. And then I think this one can just go to the side, can't it? Did I get one or two? Okay, I got two. There we go. And then we're always getting our buns. They are so good. The local bakery here. Just take the bottom off. Come on, baby. I could go around and around. I gotta stop that. Look, you have a little container. Just leave that there for now. Then they all have an exit or opening thing. So you just need to grab that. Pull that. Then the cardboard has that little edge. There we go. Now when we put this back together, we want the fold, okay? We do want the fold in order to get our signature. Let's take a look at our size here. Okay, like that. Let's just rip this first. I like the torn edge myself. Yep, we're good. fold this one in half. Sorry for all the rattling. It does make the journal sound good though. So we have one edge down here that's kind of perforated. So now we have these pages, which are super cool. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Sometimes you'll have this kind of paper. Oops, I don't know if I've written on here. No. Sometimes these ones are best to go into the center because of that part there. I just have to cut that off. This is why I just don't like this kind of closure part. Okay, let's fold that in half. And then that's going to be your enclosure. Because we're going to do this in the center, you can pull this down. You can fold this up. This is going to be our center of our signature so that a person can push it down, I guess. I don't really think that is that much doable because of the drop down. Once you take this open, you have a drop down, but whatever. I might just trim that off. I'm skeptical that somebody would actually open it and keep writing on it. So how cool is that? We got a selection of pages for our journal. And then say you want to add some color and add some heaviness. Take some of these. I think this color is kind of nice. Your cardstock or your heavy paper pack. Oops. Just depends on how many you want in there. Of course, I am going to use blue or orange. I have a tendency to use yellow a lot of the times. I force myself not to use yellow. Okay. So these are just 12 by 12s, right? Okay, so let's put this in there. If we want a torn look on the top and the bottom, we can do that right now. I might do them one at a time because they're kind of tough. Yep, they are tough, all right. Let me mark it. I shall mark it here. I shall mark it here. Line it up on the line so we get a straight edge here. I very often need these thin parts. That's why I like to cut it like that. All right. So now we have some heavier parts. All right. So we're pretty much ready to fix our cover, and we'll divide these up and make them into an awesome signature. And we'll have a junk journal. If you have anything else, any other books around that are fair game for a journal, by all means grab it and fix it. Don't worry about any of this because we're coming in much later to add a bunch of elements. So those could very easily be gone. Very easily covered up. You just have to keep the ups up, okay? If you can tell yourself that all the time, you can avoid a tragedy. Obviously, these don't have an up. And then what we have is we have this one as our center. And we have a marvelous signature, okay? Hope you like it, guys. I'm going to put my fun design on the pages to give it a really nice background, unify them all together again. And then probably do some fun designing on the cover as well with my new stencils. They're not the best because I didn't include all of the fun designs on the inside here. I just didn't want to bother with it. If I feel like it, I'll sketch them in. But otherwise, I just want the shape. I want the shape. I want the interest on the page. That's going to give me a super cool background. Hope you like it, guys.